In the quiet sanctity of the tabernacle at Shiloh, a woman's silent, desperate prayer pierced the heavens. This was Hannah, her heart shattered by years of barrenness and the constant taunts of her rival, Peninnah. While her husband Elkanah loved her deeply, his comfort couldn't fill the aching void in her soul. She longed for a child, a son to hold in her arms. Overcome with anguish, Hannah poured out her heart to the Lord. Her lips moved, but no sound escaped. She wasn't just asking. She was making a solemn promise, a vow born from the depths of her despair and faith. "O Lord of hosts," she wept, "if you will only look on your servant's misery and remember me, and not forget your servant, but give her a son, then I will give him to the Lord for all the days of his life, and no razor will ever be used on his head." This was an extraordinary commitment. She wasn't just praying for a baby to keep for herself. She was promising to give her most precious gift back to God. She vowed that if God would grant her a son, he would be a Nazirite from birth, set apart for God's service, dedicated completely to him. This wasn't a bargain. It was an act of total surrender and profound trust. The high priest Eli, sitting nearby, saw her moving lips but heard no words. He misunderstood her intense devotion for drunkenness. "How long will you keep on getting drunk?" he demanded. "Get rid of your wine." But Hannah, with gentle dignity, corrected him. "Not so, my lord," she replied. "I am a woman who is deeply troubled. I have not been drinking wine or beer. I was pouring out my soul to the Lord. Do not take your servant for a wicked woman. I have been praying here out of my great anguish and grief." Eli, realizing his mistake and seeing the sincerity of her faith, was moved. His tone softened. He spoke words of blessing that would echo in Hannah's heart. "Go in peace," he said, "and may the God of Israel grant you what you have asked of him." With those words, a seed of hope was planted. Hannah's countenance changed. The heavy burden of her sorrow began to lift. She left the tabernacle, her spirit renewed, trusting that God had heard her cry and would remember her vow. Her journey of faith was far from over, but in that moment of surrender, everything had changed.